A solitary figure stood on the staircase in deep thought as a shadowy presence drew closer. Yi extended his hand and firmly demanded 500,000. An older man mockingly said that ranking among full combat teams was nothing more than a fantasy for a profession. A menacing gaze pierced the air as Yi coolly said that failure would spare him from paying the money. He considered his options while gripping his bag and said he needed a storage-type spirit weapon. An older man with long white hair smirked and scolded him for wanting a storage-type spirit weapon, saying they were worth a fortune. A heavy silence lingered as Yi walked away, leaving the tension unresolved. An older man gripped Yi by the arm and warned him that he had to make the top 3 to get what he wanted. With unwavering resolve, Yi accepted the challenge ahead. He stood imposingly on the stairway, his presence filling the air with tension. An enormous door loomed ahead, marked with the words 9 HEAVNS Alliance. Yi approached it without hesitation. A muscular man confronted Yi and demanded to know what business he had there. Yi introduced himself with a serious expression, stating he was there to see Miss. A muscular man laughed mockingly at Yi, suggesting he believed anyone could see Miss. A hand emerged from behind a wooden wall, startling a young man with dark hair. A confident figure welcomed Yi, eagerly expressing how long she had waited for his arrival. The wooden structure loomed ahead, vibrant with life and anticipation. A friendly figure guided Yi toward the heart of the 9 Heavens Alliance. A muscular man shouted furiously, his expression tense as he confronted the situation head-on. He explained the tower layout, detailing that the South Tower is the residential area, while the North Tower serves as the general section. He pointed out the training ground, emphasizing its importance to the attentive figure with the sword. A confident woman pointed towards a tall, beautiful tower, explaining that the North Tower is where missions, rewards, and recreation occur. A stunning landscape opened up before him, captivating all who laid eyes on it. He expressed his awe at the magnificent environment surrounding him. The vibrant atmosphere buzzed with excitement as a cheerful woman invited a young man with dark hair to join their group. He gripped the fabric tightly, an electric spark crackling in the air around him. A large, cheerful man welcomed Yi with open arms, his face lighting up with genuine joy. A mischievous figure invited a curious young man with dark hair to the North Tower lounge, promising top-notch massage girls. A fierce burst of blue energy radiated from Yi's hands, illuminating the surrounding darkness with raw power. The atmosphere shifted as a female character instructed someone to fetch a membership gift for Yi. Yi expressed frustration while running a hand through his hair, revealing his exasperation with Mist's lack of understanding. A mysterious woman stepped confidently into the luxurious service zone, her presence commanding immediate attention. A shocked woman addressed Miss, expressing her surprise at the unexpected visit. The atmosphere crackled with intensity as the confident woman commanded Yi to create a black card. A worried woman expressed her concern about issuing a black card to a newcomer, questioning the high-level access it would grant. A confident and commanding woman issued a directive, her voice cutting through the tension like a blade. The receptionist gestured toward the registration desk while a curious young man stood nearby, contemplating the next steps ahead. A mysterious figure offered a black card to Yi, signaling a pivotal moment in his journey. A graceful woman handed a black card to a curious young man, marking a significant shift in his status within the 9 Heavens Alliance. A graceful woman stepped back, revealing a surprised and curious young man as he held a black object in his hands. A graceful woman offered Yi a black card, emphasizing his significant contribution during the battle against the Thunderlion Alliance. A pig-faced character expressed high hopes for Yi, leaving him surprised and confused by the unexpected optimism. A muscular figure jumped awkwardly into the air, causing onlookers to react with concern. A muscular character handed a newcomer reward to a surprised young man who hesitated to accept the unexpected gift. An older character revealed a luxurious reward to a surprised young man who held it tightly, uncertain about its significance. A grateful figure expressed thanks, leaving Yi visibly shocked by the unexpected gratitude. A confident woman addressed a man, stating she would take Yi to the residential area herself. A mysterious building loomed ahead, marked Nether Demon Spring. Curiosity sparked in the young man with dark hair. He approached the building, intrigued, while a silent woman followed closely behind. A serene waterfall cascaded nearby, its gentle sound contrasting with the tension in the air. He questioned about the South Tower, seeming perplexed, expressed concern about his injuries from the last battle. A mysterious figure stood invitingly by a healing spring, beckoning with an enticing promise of restoration. She invited Yi to enter the spring, assuring him it could heal his body. He stood in a pool of purple water, uncertainty etched on his face as an observer watched him with concern. He stared intensely, determination gleaming in his eyes as he focused on an unseen target. A concerned woman examined the wounds on a young man's chest, her expression filled with worry. She asked if he had encountered danger the previous night. He sat in pink-tinted water, casually reassuring the worried woman that his injury was merely an accident and not a cause for concern. A sense of gratitude filled the air as a grateful woman expressed her thanks for a previous encounter. He listened attentively, appreciating her words. He submerged in a purple liquid, his expression twisted with distress as he warned an unseen person to stay away from him. He pointed to a scroll on the wooden table, suggesting it would be beneficial to cultivate inside the Nether Demon Spring. A mysterious object glimmered in Yi's hand, drawing his attention and sparking a wave of surprise. A woman in the water urged a young man with dark hair to eat the mysterious object for strength. Yi inspected the mysterious object in his hand, confusion evident on his face. He wondered what it could possibly be. A playful figure hinted at a secret, teasing Yi about the mysterious object he held. He tasted the chocolate-flavored item, feeling a thoughtful expression settle on his face as he pondered its surprising flavor. Bright light illuminated Yi's face as he gazed intently into the distance, focused on an unseen threat. Swirling purple energy surrounded Yi and an unnamed character, leaving them both confused about the unfolding situation. He questioned what was happening. A glowing pill shimmered in her hand, capturing the attention of everyone around. She informed them it was a Vajra pill crafted by a skilled alchemist. The eager and persuasive character explained that the Vajra pill could greatly enhance physical strength, promising impressive increases in 3 key attributes. A system notification appeared, displaying an astonishing increase in attributes by 20 points. Yi was amazed and thrilled by the incredible news. A system notification chimed in, detailing a high-grade passive skill called the Golden Bell Shield. He held the glowing scroll, astonished by its potential. A radiant shield enveloped Yi, shimmering with mystical energy as he prepared for the challenges ahead. A gentle ripple spread through the pink water as a confident woman approached the young man with dark hair, offering him compensation from the Nine Heavens Alliance. The young man with dark hair expressed his gratitude towards Miss, overwhelmed by her generosity. A confident woman spoke about the month-long process of crafting Windfire Ape hide into armor for the upcoming challenge against the Flame Blade King. Yi, feeling anxious, asked Miss about the number of people involved and the success rate of their current endeavor. A confident woman with long, dark hair expressed her confidence to someone unseen, claiming their chances were less than 10%. He questioned the young lady about the risks they were taking, expressing his concern over their impending fate. The young lady remained calm, revealing her leadership role in the Nine Heavens Alliance. A resolute young woman declared her need to prove herself, stating she didn't want to live in her father's shadow, preferring to face death instead. A disdainful young man with long hair criticized the figures behind bars, lamenting the Alliance head's lack of a worthy successor and disparaging his daughter. A frustrated young man expressed his disdain for the young lady's unreasonable methods. He pondered the suspicions surrounding the daughter of the Nine Heavens Alliance head, feeling the weight of doubt in the air. The tension thickened as he looked at the girl, uncertainty swirling in his mind. She teasingly asked him if he was scared. Yi reflected on a lesson from his parents, emphasizing the importance of keeping promises. A flirtatious figure teased Yi, suggesting he was a good boy and still a virgin. In the water, a playful girl expressed her feelings, catching a young man with dark hair off guard. A determined young man with dark hair stood firm, deflecting an incoming attack while a small creature was sent tumbling away. A woman in a pink bikini looked alarmed, submerged in water, sensing an unknown disturbance nearby. He extended his hand, channeling energy towards an unseen target, his focus unwavering and determination palpable. He stood cautiously by the open door, listening intently to a conversation happening inside. A woman in a bathing suit, wrapped in a towel, reacted with surprise as she questioned Uncle's unexpected actions. A muscular man laughed cheerfully, raising his hand to his head as he reassured Yi about his presence. Yi urgently approached Uncle, asking for a favor that could change everything. Yi earnestly requested the older man to be his sparring partner, his determination evident in his hopeful tone. A muscular figure cautioned Yi about the dangers of sparring, emphasizing the significant skill gap that could lead to serious suffering. A confident woman smiled alluringly while holding her shawl, sensing the endless potential in the young man. The West Tower training ground stood quiet and imposing, its detailed architecture reflecting the calm before the storm of competition. The tension thickened as a muscular figure raised a large hammer, targeting Yi with an intimidating glare. He looked determinedly into the distance, vowing that only by becoming stronger could he reunite with his parents soon. He urged Uncle to unleash his full power with a beautifully designed weapon held high. The muscular character prepared to strike, his hammer raised menacingly towards Yi, who watched with unease and determination. Yi's focused expression revealed his unwavering resolve as he vowed to become stronger. A serene view of traditional Asian architecture under a clear sky invited a moment of calm reflection. The crowd buzzed with excitement as they watched two warriors spar, their movements a dance of determination and enthusiasm. The dedicated warrior was observed by onlookers who marveled at the display. A wave of unease washed over the crowd as a concerned woman touched her hair and whispered her thoughts to herself. A confident figure smiled as he addressed the audience, remarking on how reliable the Duke seemed. He launched a furious energy attack towards his opponent, his determination radiating through the air. He commanded his weapon to move faster, urgency evident in his voice as he unleashed energy. A fierce energy surged as he performed a powerful kick, sending the blade slicing through the air with precision. An intense figure shouted about an opening in the battle, urgency coursing through his voice as the tension thickened in the air. He swung his large weapon menacingly, fury radiating from him as he prepared for the next confrontation. A brilliant light enveloped Yi as he raised his arms, summoning his glowing weapon with unwavering determination. He swung his large hammer, creating an explosive impact, and he couldn't believe he might have crushed his opponent in one blow. He unleashed a powerful attack, energy glowing fiercely around him as he charged towards the enemy. A muscular warrior raised his weapon high, caught off guard by the intensity of the situation brewing before him. A fierce energy surged from Yi, aiming directly at his opponent with an unstoppable force. A fierce energy exploded as he swung his weapon, creating a dynamic burst that filled the air with anticipation. Astonished observers watched as a newcomer displayed incredible strength, fighting Uncle to a standstill, leaving them in disbelief about his rapid progress. A tense atmosphere enveloped the arena as he raised a large hammer, ready to unleash his power. A powerful attack surged towards Yi, who stood with a shocked expression, bracing himself for the impact. An imposing figure with a beard shouted energetically, demanding Yi compensate him with a new weapon after the fight. He stood with an embarrassed posture, explaining to Uncle that his pockets were emptier than his face. Uncle responded with frustration, stating he lacked money to compensate. A determined young woman raised her hand, calling out for two fighters to stop and come eat. A confident woman strode through a crowd, radiating authority as onlookers gazed at her in astonishment. A powerful strike shattered the spirit weapon, leaving Yi in disbelief about the kid's terrifying strength. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement as a confident young man engaged Miss, eager to learn about the delicious food she had brought. A muscular man stood defeated, expressing to Miss his frustration over losing a top-grade spirit weapon while sparring with a young opponent. A lively atmosphere filled the air as a cheerful and supportive character gestured playfully to her friends. She promised to take them to the spirit weapon vault later. A lavish feast laid out before them, filling the air with mouth-watering aromas and an overwhelming sense of excitement. He admired the spread, feeling astonished by the abundance of food. A muscular character shouted in excitement, overwhelmed by the lavish feast before them. A sense of hope lingered in the air as a young man with dark hair shared a meal, reflecting on his growth. An observant figure remarked on how much stronger Yi had become, suggesting he might challenge the Flame Blade King. He contemplated his departure while munching on a snack, feeling a mix of anticipation and uncertainty. A sense of urgency filled the air as he turned to leave, determination etched on his face. A surprised woman called out, concerned about his sudden departure. An angry figure shouted after him, demanding to know where he was headed. He prepared himself, his focus sharp as he braced to deliver a powerful punch. He reassured someone off-panel, promising Principal he would return in a few days to take the exam. A warm atmosphere enveloped the scene as a muscular character reached out affectionately, eager to express his growing fondness for Yi. Blue energy erupted from Yi's hands, illuminating the space around him with fierce intensity. A tense atmosphere hung heavy as a frustrated character warned the assailants not to put Yi in a difficult position. A woman expressed concern while gently touching the shoulder of a young man, urging him to be careful on the road ahead. Thoughts swirled as he observed two figures waving from the top of the steps, marking the start of a new day. Mr. admired the kid's strength and wondered what would happen if they brought him to that place. Mr. believed that surviving Valley would prove Yi's strength worthy for the next challenges ahead. An ominous atmosphere settled as a group of curious onlookers gazed up, watching three glowing objects descend from the sky. A shocked woman gasped as she noticed someone approaching, her surprise evident amidst the group of curious onlookers. Su Lingling confidently entered the scene, capturing everyone's attention and shifting the mood with her commanding presence. He looked intensely, his focus sharpening as the weight of the moment pressed down on him. A concerned figure called out to Yi, who sat quietly, lost in thought. A tense atmosphere filled the air as a blue-haired character appeared, her expression revealing both concern and surprise. She questioned Yi's presence. A surprised figure called out to Yi, breaking the tension in the air. A frustrated character pointed accusingly at Yi, demanding to know why he had run there and implying deceit regarding Sister Lingling. Yi's fist struck powerfully, sending shockwaves through the air as his determination fueled the intensity of the moment. A tense atmosphere crackled as Yi's fist connected with the wall, resonating with his defiance against the challenge ahead. A frustrated character criticized the attention-seeking character for being utterly ridiculous. Yi struck the table, debris flying as his fury erupted in the tense room. A frustrated character pleaded with Sister, claiming that they had tried to drive Yi away, but he had bullied them instead. A frustrated character confronted Yi, insisting that showing off was pointless. An energy wave surged from a powerful figure above, forcing Yi to crouch in a desperate attempt to evade the imminent attack. The ground trembled as he watched the large structure collapse, sending debris crashing in an alarming display of destruction. He declared confidently that Principal invited him to participate in the college entrance tournament, emphasizing it had nothing to do with anyone else. Principal's unexpected invitation to the college entrance tournament left a blue-haired character in disbelief, questioning his sanity regarding Yi. A confident woman stood over a defeated young man, her expression radiating smug superiority. She belittled Yi, dismissing him as a mere firefly competing with the moon. A tense atmosphere filled the room as a character with gray hair explained the invitation to Yi for the college entrance tournament. The young woman expressed her incredulity, questioning how Yi could possibly be worthy of such recognition. A smug man smirked at the blue-haired character, suggesting her presence highlighted the strength of others. He contemplated the implications of the recent revelation while touching his chin, thoughts swirling in his mind. A tense confrontation unfolded as the determined woman warned a worried young man not to let her brother's injury drag him down. He reacted as the confident woman turned away, leaving him surprised and irritated. An unknown figure reminded Yi of their deal, catching him off guard. Moments later, a determined young man with dark hair affirmed his excitement, expressing his readiness to take on the challenges ahead. A thoughtful young man with dark hair observed the bustling crowd, lost in contemplation about his next move. A focused figure announced the start of the preliminary round, igniting anticipation in the bustling crowd. A tense atmosphere hung in the air as a determined young man with dark hair confronted his opponent, unyielding and ready for the challenge ahead. A serious-looking woman explained the contest rules, stating everyone would draw lots and fight the contestant with the corresponding number. An elder man stood on the platform, explaining the competition rules to eager competitors. He stated that winning meant staying on the platform to challenge the next opponent. An authoritative and confident elderly character gestured towards the large arenas, explaining that contestants would be ranked by their total wins in the competition. An authoritative figure announced the match rules, noting students from the same school TMT face each other, easing concerns about potential eliminations. An authoritative young man with long white hair warned contestants about the stakes of the competition and the possibility of total elimination after a second loss. A confident young woman encouraged principal that with her presence, victory was assured for their school. A mocking tone filled the air as a blue-haired character smirked, ready to taunt her opponent. She declared that she would enjoy watching Yi embarrass himself on stage. He stood behind her, unfazed by the sarcasm. A cheering crowd filled the large arena, excitement buzzing in the air as flags waved high. A cameraman focused intently on the large crowd, capturing the energy and anticipation that filled the arena. Bright lights illuminated a vibrant arena, where an excited crowd buzzed with anticipation for the upcoming event. A lively performer introduced the college entrance tournament, welcoming everyone and announcing the participating schools with enthusiasm. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement as an authoritative woman addressed the contestants, urging them to prepare for their upcoming challenge. Teachers from academy sat in the stands, carefully observing students with potential. A determined young man with dark hair asserted his commitment to academy, vowing that choosing him TMT disappoint his teacher. The crowd erupted with anticipation as an eager and dynamic woman announced the beginning of the first round, her voice echoing through the arena. A scoreboard displayed empty brackets, signaling the awaited tournament. Excitement buzzed in the air as the audience prepared for the matches ahead. A determined young man with dark hair stood ready, focused on the match ahead as tension filled the arena. A determined young man with dark hair noticed an unexpected competitor in Arena 4, a pig butcher, which left him shocked and incredulous. A determined young man with dark hair expressed disbelief at the sight of a pig butcher on stage, questioning the sanity of the situation. An older man with gray hair watched Yi with intense scrutiny as the tension in the air thickened. A determined young man with dark hair listened as he remarked on the unusual life profession contestant, questioning if high school was truly that desperate. Tension escalated as a young man with dark hair questioned teacher Chin's judgment, unable to grasp how she could recruit talent from a high school. A confident young man with dark hair reflected on the differences between high school and high school, feeling smug about his observations. Three figures stood in a circular arena, tension thick as he prepared to confront his opponent. A wave of gratitude washed over a young man with dark hair as he celebrated a surprising victory. He expressed his thanks for the unexpected win at high school. A beast-like character proposed to treat Yi to a meal after the match, radiating playful confidence. A twisted smile spread across the sinister yet charismatic young man as he faced his unseen opponent, a darkly humorous moment hanging in the air. The bustling arena erupted with excitement as the referee raised his arm, signaling the start of the first match. If you'd like to see your favorite titles retold, leave a comment and I'll be sure to pick some of them up from time to time. Also, let me know which video format you like more, long videos or short ones. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you again soon.